Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Living Shadow Tarot. How bees ya? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing swell. Okay. You know what? I need this chaotic. This is not even marketing. Like I really was like, I just need a spray for a second. Oh. We're going in deep, you guys. We're going in deep. This is going to be a Pisces Lilith reading. So if you have a Pisces Lilith placement, this is going to be for you. If you do not know your Lilith placement, check the link in the description below. It goes to astrocharts.com. It's to find your birth chart. You don't have to go there. You can go to any place to find your birth chart just to find out what placement that you may have. But we're here to figure out what this side of you has. Not that many people are in touch with their shadow side. So these are the readings where I kind of teach you how to integrate that deeper. So, what is it that you're feeling? You know, there was a couple ones where I focused on like what you desired, what they have to tell you, like what is it like, what is it? If you don't understand what your shadow side is like, go back and watch some of these older readings, and I am gonna have to work on putting them in a better work on flushing out these playlists a little bit deeper so we can get to the specific ones here. I didn't know these were going to be a hit, so I mean, I'm glad they are, don't get me wrong, I just didn't know, so now I have to go back and fix them up. So, the first cards we have here, we have the Strength, the Six of Swords, and the Tower. Which to me is saying you need the strength to walk away from something, or you're trying to get the strength to communicate something, or communicate that you're walking away from something. Okay? This is happening abruptly with this Tower. So for you, you want something. The question is this a want, a desire, a need, or a choice? Because if this is something that you want, right, it could show up here that you want strength to get up out of something. If this is a desire, right, then that means there's a difference. I say difference between a want and a desire, because a want is something like, yeah, I want oxtails, you know, but like my soul doesn't crave oxtails. My stomach craves some oxtails. Okay. Oh God, I don't know. I've been thinking about oxtails for like a couple of months now. Okay, and there was this place that was right by where I live. Okay, and every time I wanted to go get oxtails from there, every single time I wanted to go get oxtails from there, they were closed. But Lord knows if I wanted to go drive past to go run any old like other errand or anything like that, they would be open. And I'm like, okay, so now I'm over here doing this and this, and I don't really got time to go up in there and wait for these oxtails. Y'all open, but so anyway, I need to go to find a store that has some oxtails. I just make some of my damn self, but I tried at Meyer and they didn't even have any more. I haven't tried Kroger yet. I have to try Kroger. I'll probably have to do that this weekend. See if they got some oxtails. Anyway. Oh. Anyway. If this is a desire, this is something that your soul is yearning for, right? Something that you can't resist. If this is a need, this is something where this tower, when this tower comes in, this is going to remove you from certain things. It's going to be a sudden realization about certain things. It's going to remove you from certain things because you have to be placed somewhere else. That's like you have free will, but if this is something that is a need, like spirit needs you to do this, they're going to make your life rough. If this is a what did I say? I want, a desire, a need, or a choice. If this is a choice that you're making to abruptly, you're trying to get the strength to lead and get up out of something, right? It's kind of abruptly. If this is a choice, then the hardest part of the matter is probably like you feel like you're going to be letting somebody else down, right? With the Six of Swords, because the Six of Swords is the sad walkway to me. When they like ride down the gondola or whatever, or like this is the sad walkaway because this is a six. A lot of people do fear sixes. This is like a loving relationship, loving situation. A lot of people don't want to leave those loving situations. We got Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands, the Lovers, and Five of Pentacles. Ooh. If you're new here, stick around. I like this. Okay. So we got Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune, which only means that there is alchemy and Jupiter. You're expanding your horizons here. You're expanding what you are able to take in. So I have a story. I get like, this is what I do here. If you don't know, if you're new here, I get like a couple cards in and I start talking about a story. So I hope you like it. Hope you want to subscribe. But that's really what happens here. Okay. So this other day I was driving and this lady kept looking at me so freaking hard, and I wanted to hit her with a damn car, to be honest. She broke, like I thought she was an owl for a good second, okay? Because I'm sitting here minding my own business, and she's just. I'm like, damn, bitch, you have to look that thing on hard. Like, why is your neck all the way back here? Why your neck should not be all the way back here if you walking that way and I'm like, why are you looking that thing on hard? And this one of those things, like, it like pissed me off. But that's what I'm trying to say with this Temperance. This is patience, right? Patience and not reacting. Because Lord knows I was about pissed. I reacted. I'm not even going to front. I reacted. I didn't go as deep as I wanted to go. I went deeper than most people would have went. Because I sure drove back around and was like, you better stop watching me. Like, you better not be up here breaking your neck like that. Like, it ain't worth it, okay? But what I'm saying is with this patience, it's like you're taking something, like you're trying to take the good and the bad of a situation, and even take the bad and turn it into good, right? For expansion, you're expanding what you're able to do that with, right? So, whereas before you may have lost your temper, because your Lilith is also your angry side as well. I just want y'all to know that, like, if you get, so there's different levels. Like, if you get annoyed, that's still going to be in like your Sun. If you get a little pissed, that's going to be like your Mars. If you get flat out, full on angry and just done and want to have case of the buckets, that's the Lilith, okay? That's the revenge, okay? That's the I want to get you back. That's the Lilith part. So, we all have that within us, okay? But I'm seeing here you're determined with this Nine of Wands and this Lover's card here. You're really trying to expand yourself. Really trying to expand yourself. I'm getting here, you have a desire of expanding yourself, of growing, of being a better person, of doing more, which is why the Six of Swords and the Strength is here, because you're trying to figure out how to leave something behind, because you know you're going to have to leave something behind if you want to move forward. Right? It's hard to move forward with weights on you. Unless you're Rock Lee, apparently, which you can just, although when he took them weights off, he was zooming, okay? I don't know if y'all ever watched Naruto, but if he took them weights off, he was zooming, okay? With this Lovers here, this could be something with love that you want to experience. With this Five of Pentacles, it seems that this is the area where you've been lacking. I don't know if you, this is, again, so you could have a Sun in Virgo, or never placement in Virgo, because I did have a Virgo expansion reading where it was like for that reading it was like Virgo could do every single thing. It was like getting everything they want except for love. Love was like their problem area. And for you, it feels like you lack love, you lack confidence here, you lack strength. Because what I'm getting with this Five of Pentacles and the Strength card right above it is that you're trying to get strength because you feel like you lack it, and you may inherently have always felt like you've lacked it, right? Like you feel like you lack strength, or you lack the ability to love. Right, we got this Death card here. Oh, we got another. Why is this? I know someone's going to explain this to me later on, which is the funny part. This Death card here, right? You got to change this idea. This lack mindset. You got to change this. This got to go. Got to go. Yes, I'm that person. There's a couple readings ago. It was like, watch this channel. I had I think it was my preview of Fixed Nigga Friday, which is something I do on the archive, where I had judgment and I literally just out. Nope, we don't need that no more. It's gone. Throw that away. Okay, I'll pick it up in a minute. But the point being, when you're trying to transform to get up out of that mentality, right? Because our thoughts are very, very powerful, especially when you're going into your Lilith, right? Lilith is where you tap into your magic, your feminine female essence, that sacral chakra. Ooh, Knight of Wands. So when you get into this particular type of energy, right? That's when your spirit awakens, first of all. Second of all, after your spirit has woken up, after you've had that awakening, if you are not honoring who you are as a person and what your soul wants as an entity, then you're going to end up with lots of struggles, which we've previously seen here, right? So now, if you feel like you don't have the strength to follow what your soul wants to do, if you feel like you don't have the strength to like to have the patience to if you don't feel like you have the ability to do the things that you're trying to do, that your soul is asking of you to do, then you're going to be stuck, because then the spirit's going to spend more time trying to explain to you that you have the ability to do the thing versus you actually just going out and doing the thing, if that makes any sense, right? Because this Knight of Wands energy is the energy about just going out and going and just doing it, right? Not really giving a fuck, not thinking twice, which can be a good energy and a bad energy, but it depends on how you use it. The same way as anything else in life, it depends on how you use it. These cards can be good or bad depending on how you use them. I have a Shadow Subliminals page for subliminal messages for positive reprogramming of your mind, to reprogram your mind in a positive way. People have used subliminal messages on TV ads for years for negative things. Look at Fox News. I mean, people, they just live out of a fear mindset. If they watch, I mean, I'm not, but I've been to these people's houses, man, trying to sell them insurance. I see they live out of a fear mindset if you watching that Fox News. I'm just trying to tell you, okay? Not trying to hate on Fox News. I'm just saying. I mean, a little bit maybe trying to hate on Fox News, but it's lots of different things. Like the way something gets said can trigger different parts of our brains, and I think a lot of us are, since we are spiritually waking up, we're becoming much more sensitive to how these various different things can affect us. These various different energies, we're starting to feel them a little bit different. When we're feeling these different people's vibrations, some we like, some we don't like. But you have to have the strength to be able to say, okay, well, I don't really like this one, so I'm going to have to back up out of there and go to a different one. pick up the dang car. Gosh.
Just let me have my dramatic point.
They're like, you just pick up the card so we can continue. I'm like, okay, well, let me have my dramatic point. Thank you. I talk to the spirits here, and they talk back to me in my head. And we have a good time. We laugh, we talk, we chill. And I talk to you sometimes. I talk about random things sometimes. Just subscribe here. Subscribe here. See, the mental prison. I'm telling you, see how the card came right back up when I picked up the card. I wasn't kidding. They really told me to pick up the card. Like, don't just leave it there. I'm like, well, I'm trying to leave this behind us, clearly. Leave it behind us. Okay. Eight of Swords, we're probably stuck because we aren't leaving it behind us. Seven of Swords here. Betrayal. So there could have been betrayal in the past. Okay. And you're stuck on that. Betrayals, lies, deceit, someone being sneaky. This could also be someone being cheated on. Ooh, yep, that was it, because the card flew right back. Someone got cheated on. Oh, the Emperor. Oh, Lord. No offense. But Lord, was it funny? Someone got cheated on cards. It's like, it came out like someone's little hand, like, me. That's real, but the card really, y'all seen that on the camera. Don't tell me you ain't seen it if you watching, not just listening. If you actually, don't tell me you see the card and boop, 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 boop. Oh my God, that was so funny. Oh my God, that was so funny. You may also feel like you're being lied to about this Emperor energy. So remember how I was just saying, because with these, yep. So remember how I was just saying earlier about was it? Wait a minute, it may not have even been this reading. It may be a different reading I was talking about that in. Hold on. Because I was talking about being self-sufficient. I'm gonna just re-speak about it because even the other day I was messing around with when I was, before I did this, had codependency come out. So if you're that person that like you feel like you can't go to the movies by yourself, or you can't go to the mall by yourself, or anything like that, you can't do these things by yourself, you maybe feel like you're deceived about this Emperor energy because you may feel like you're not as self-sufficient as you would like to be. Now, being self-sufficient doesn't necessarily have to be making your own money. There's emotional self-fulfillment. Now, this particular one with the Nine of Pentacles, to me, would mean more money. Like, you may feel like, I'm also getting that you feel like you do make a lot and you are self-sufficient and people come to you because of that, which is definitely a thing. Okay? If people see you doing well, it's like that one, like, I don't even know what this is because it drives me insane. I'm trying to tell you because a couple, what was it, 2 months ago, it seemed like all these people were really upset. It was the start of the year, blah, 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 we all we wanted that stimulus money. And it was the energy of, like, not to brag or anything like that, but I could pay my rent. So I paid my rent. Even though we're not going to get into that. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. Anyway, pay my rent. And it seemed like a second I said, oh, I have enough money to pay my rent. Thank God. Just being thankful. Just thanking God for having enough money to pay my rent. Everybody comes running. Oh, well, loan me $5. Or do you have money for this? Or can you buy this? Babe, can you buy this? I don't even know none of you niggas. Like, why is y'all up? Just because I paid my rent does not mean, it's that type of thing, right? And then it's So it's really like, I get it. Like people, like you feel like people come to you with ulterior motives, right? But at the same time, it's like, do you have the strength to tell them no? Because if you don't have the strength to tell them no, then they're really going to keep coming. If you have the strength to put it out there, like, no, I'm not doing that. Good luck. They can beg and plead all you want to. No, I'm not doing that. Good luck. Then you create that strong boundary, right? That's the strength in the boundary. You want to put you creating a boundary is one thing. Then you have to add strength to it. You have to reinforce it, right? You can create something, but if you don't reinforce it, then it's not even worth the time that it took for you to create. Not to say it's not worth it, but it's not going to be as beneficial to you as if you for creating it, right? My therapist would say, like, I have a personal policy about this. I love her little thing she says. It's really cute. She's like, I have a personal policy about this, like, whatever. Like living alone, like I don't answer the door type thing. That was one of the things I was like, yeah, that was a thing for me too. Like I don't answer the door unless I know who it is. Like unless you tell me you're coming over here, I probably won't answer the door. That's just a thing in general. Ooh. Mm-hmm. 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 So we got 8 of Wands, King of Swords, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups, King of Pentacles. I think you may already know where this is going, but I do have to explain it anyway. So you're trying to go towards a King of Swords, a more logical space in your mind. This is... So when I'm doing these Lilith readings, this is actually the biggest. This is worse than the devil for a Lilith reading. It's this King of Swords. This King of Swords is a manipulator. They want to mess with your mind, right? Because the Lilith is who you are, like what you desire, your spirit. It all lives in your mind, right? Which is why you need the strength to communicate what's going on inside of your mind with the 6 of Swords here. But you feel stuck with this 8 of Swords because you've been betrayed before with the 7 of Swords, right? So then this King of Swords pops up. You're trying to go towards this. You're trying to go toward logic, reason, this, that. If we go back to, is this a want, a desire, a need, or a choice? If this is a choice, then yes, this is where you want to go. If this is a need, then this is not where you want to go, right? You don't want to think about this logically. This is like a spiritual need. If your spirit needs this, then you don't want to think about it. You want to just go and experience it. If this is a desire, then you want to think a little bit about approaching it, but not so deep to the point where you never do anything, right? Because then once you get to a certain point, if you're thinking about it too much, then it now becomes, okay, so now what should I do? But how am I going to manipulate and finesse this, right? And just even that simple, like say so you're going to the grocery store, right? Going to the grocery store. You have a lot of people will go there just willy-nilly. Just go there and just pick up whatever they see they want to go get. You could be, the other way you can go to the grocery store is with a list, right? You can have a specific list of things that you want to get, right? Now you can also have it all the way down to the brand, size, like if you want 6 chicken legs in the pack and they only have like a 5 chicken leg pack, to the point where you're going to go to like 15 different stores to find a pack of chicken legs with 6 legs in there, then you're just like, you're going to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be pissed because you're trying to manipulate a situation that you don't need to try that hard. Like, if you want to get chicken, just get some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that thing where if you think too long and hard about something, this becomes dangerous because then you're not able to get what you want because you're too busy trying to manipulate what you want to be this particular way. So, then we got this Three of Wands here, moving forward. We're moving forward. We see something we want to go towards. We're moving towards that, right? This is why I'm also speaking about this energy, because if you're trying to move towards something, you have to be careful about what you think about in that way, because if you think if this is just something that you want, then yeah, that's fine. But in this Lilith reading, Lilith is usually what you desire. So this is not a want, but a desire. You're going to stress yourself out if you think too much. If you just want something, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. A nice try, didn't have it, bye. But if this is like a need or a desire, if you overthink it too much, then you're going to be stressing yourself out over it. With this Four of Cups and this King of Pentacles, you may feel like you will get rejected for the coins. Rejected for the coins. In a sense of that, you may feel like you can't. With that and this Emperor and the Seven of Swords and this Four of Cups, you feel like you almost can't deal with anybody because you feel like you're going to be betrayed all the time. You're expecting betrayal. You actually manifest betrayal, to be honest. You manifest people to betray you because you're so busy thinking that they will. Yeah. Also, with this energy, I'm also getting in you may be waiting for something. So if you're going to be an Emperor energy, you go after things, you don't wait for things. That's not what the Emperor does. This like half your problem here with the Strength and this King of Swords and this Five of Pentacles. You're in this mentality that something needs to come to you, something needs to approach you. But if you're going to be in this Emperor energy, that's not, it's conflicting, because the Emperor, you approach, you don't get approached. You approach, you assert your dominance, you, not even like in a like way, but you like, look, you confidently step up and like, look, I am this person, and this is how I approach things in life, I approach it with confidence. With this Four of Cups here, it's like you feel. I'm trying to get like the exact word. It's like you feel like you can't approach things with confidence because of the betrayal, or because it doesn't seem to work out the way you want it to. So you don't. It's the not fake it till you make it, but face it till you make it. Have faith that whatever it is you're trying to move towards is going to give you the reaction that you want out of it without you overthinking it so much, right? It may or may not, but if you approach it in the manner that it will, chances are it will. Especially if you're actually working with your Lilith and working with your spirit. A lot of things are about approach. Right? Especially if we're talking about this love arena, lots of things are about approach, not necessarily about anything else. Yeah. I won't cry for you, for this Dark Mirror Oracle. Now, with this card coming out like this, number 22, it basically is saying that so this is the energy where you've done all you can do, and once you've done all you can do no more. I don't know if you ever heard that phrase, that saying, once you've done all you can do, then that's all you can do. Right? You can't do anything else. You can't make somebody be anything else. You can't, like, this is the, now, with it being, I won't cry for you, that's basically saying, it's like, okay, I can't be sad anymore because I did everything I could on my side, right? So it's like, I don't feel bad because you did everything you can do, right? So say you have, I don't know, someone who's sick and you're trying to take care of them and you did everything you possibly could to take care of them. You can't beat yourself up anymore because you did all you could possibly do. You know what I mean? Everything you knew how to do, everything you tried doing, you probably looked up every little thing. You did this, that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can't make someone be different. You can, like, especially for fixed people who are just stuck. There's some people who are just stuck. I had somebody who I used to live with that was just stuck. I mean, he was just stuck. I even gave him months to, like, figure, like, to find a place and everything. Months. Like, it was months, and he still never. I'm like, okay, it's like literally, like, all the stuff was moving out of the house, and he just, I'm like, okay, so you're just stuck. Like, I can't even be, like, I'm, you know, like, you try. You can't even stick around for that. Envious gluttony, number 9. So this is where you may have an appetite for envy. In that, what I mean is that you may be one of those people who tries purposely to make other people jealous of you, because you may, like, feed off of them being jealous from you. That's the thing. Okay? That doesn't really work in love, because if you are, like, trying to make people jealous of you in love, then, well, I don't know. I never understood that, to be real honest, why people do that. Like, oh, I want you, so I'm going to go with somebody else to make you jealous. That doesn't make any sense to me at all, because if you go with somebody else, that means you want the other person that you went toward, otherwise you wouldn't have went toward them. I'm just saying, like, that just doesn't make sense to me in general. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, if I want this person, if I want this thing, I'm going toward the thing that I actually want, not the exact opposite thing that I want, in hopes that the thing that I want will come towards me. That doesn't make any sense. That's manipulative. That's this bitch. Okay, we ain't trying to throw him out too. Got mad all over again. Throw him out too. Okay? Because that's really what this is. And it's like, that won't manifest what you want, because the very single thing that you want, if you want someone to love you, you can't make them envy you. That doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't add up. If you want someone to respect you, you can't, like, try your best to make them not like you. If you, like, and this one is not for everybody. This is not for everybody out here. But the way this card came out, I don't even get the book for it, just to tell you what I'm talking about, because it just doesn't serve the purpose that you're trying to make it serve. If anything, it does the exact opposite. And the Lord knows, I just saw that card right there. Yeah. This card is not just dark. It is unpleasant, sickly disgusting? Is that even? I think that's not supposed to be like that. Anyway, the difference in how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed to in front of writhing bugs. It's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It is raw, primal, reeking of rotting stench. It feels like there is darkness, and that in that black landscape there is a hole, leading to an even greater darkness. The urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong here. It's like rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy